Breaking the money myth, how to build wealth without a fortune. Imagine a world where financial freedom isn't just for the privileged few, but a reality for anyone with the courage to dream and the determination to act. Today, we're going to shatter the myth that's been holding you back, the lie that's been keeping you from reaching your full potential. I'm here to tell you that everything you thought you knew about building wealth is wrong. We're diving deep into the groundbreaking insights of Barbara Warren, a visionary leader who's revolutionizing the way we think about wealth creation. Barbara's work isn't just changing lives, it's transforming entire communities. Her message is a beacon of hope in a world where financial inequality seems insurmountable. Barbara Warren isn't just another financial guru. She's a warrior for economic justice, a champion for the underdog, and a brilliant mind who's rewriting the rules of wealth creation. Her research and real-world experience have uncovered truths that will shake the foundations of what you thought you knew about money. Let's start with the big lie. It takes money to make money. How many times have you heard that? How many times has that phrase stopped you in your tracks, made you feel like financial success was out of reach? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not just wrong. It's a dangerous myth that's keeping millions trapped in a cycle of poverty. Barbara Warren's work proves that wealth isn't about how much money you start with. It's about how smartly you use the resources at your disposal. It's about financial literacy, strategic planning, and leveraging accessible resources. And here's the kicker. These tools are available to everyone, regardless of their bank balance. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. But stick with me, because the evidence supporting this paradigm shift is not just compelling, it's revolutionary. Let's talk about financial literacy. This isn't just about knowing how to balance a checkbook. It's about understanding the language of money, the psychology of wealth, and the strategies that can turn a dollar into a fortune. Barbara's research shows that financial literacy is the foundation of all wealth creation. And here's the beautiful part. This knowledge is accessible to everyone. Imagine a world where managing money is as natural as breathing, where every child grows up understanding compound interest, investment strategies, and the power of delayed gratification. This isn't a fantasy, it's a future we can create if we prioritize financial education. But financial literacy is just the beginning. Barbara's research has uncovered two other key pillars in the journey to building wealth without a large initial investment: homeownership and entrepreneurship. Let's talk about homeownership. I can hear the skeptics now. How can I possibly buy a home if I don't have a lot of money? This is where Barbara's insights are truly game-changing. She's uncovered resources and strategies that can make homeownership a reality for people who thought it was an impossible dream. Consider this. Black homeownership rates in the U.S. are below 50%, the lowest of any racial group. This isn't just a statistic. It's a reflection of systemic barriers that have persisted for generations. But here's where it gets interesting. Barbara's research shows that by utilizing resources like FHA loans and down payment assistance grants, home ownership can become accessible even to those without substantial savings. Let me tell you about Sarah, a single mother of two who never thought she'd own a home. She was working 2 jobs just to make ends meet with barely enough left over for savings. But through a first-time homebuyer program offered by her local credit union, Sarah was able to secure a low-interest mortgage with minimal down payment. Today, she's building equity with every mortgage payment, creating a legacy of wealth for her children. This isn't just about putting a roof over your head. It's about building equity, creating stability, and laying the foundation for generational wealth. When you own a home, you're not just living in it. You're investing in your future and the future of your family. Now let's shift gears and talk about the second pillar: entrepreneurship and investment. This is where Barbara's insights really start to challenge conventional wisdom. We often think of starting a business as something that requires significant capital. But Barbara argues that the best business to start is one that's built around meeting the needs of others. Think about it. Every successful business at its core solves a problem. It meets a need. And here's the beautiful part. Identifying and solving problems doesn't require a huge bank account. It requires creativity, empathy, and determination. Let me tell you about Marcus, a young man from a low-income neighborhood who saw a problem and decided to solve it. In his community, many elderly residents struggled to get to their medical appointments. Marcus started a simple ride-sharing service, using his own car and recruiting a few friends to help. Within a year, his business was thriving, providing a vital service to his community and creating jobs for his peers. This is the power of entrepreneurship. It's not about having a lot of money to start with. It's about identifying a need, creating a solution, and working tirelessly to bring that solution to the people who need it. But here's where it gets really interesting. Barbara's research shows that many black entrepreneurs face significant barriers when it comes to accessing startup capital. This can hinder their ability to launch and grow successful businesses. However, she's uncovered a wealth of resources that can help overcome these initial capital barriers. Programs like the NAACP's Black Entrepreneurship Initiative are offering non-repayable grants to support black-owned startups. Small business loans, grants, and networking opportunities are available to those who know where to look. By leveraging these resources, entrepreneurs can overcome initial hurdles and build businesses that not only provide for their families, but also create jobs and stimulate local economies. But entrepreneurship isn't just about starting a business. It's also about investing wisely. Barbara emphasizes the importance of building a diversified investment portfolio, including stocks, bonds, and retirement accounts. This approach to wealth building can generate long-term returns and create a legacy that extends far beyond your own lifetime. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but where do I start? And this is where the third pillar of Barbara's philosophy comes into play. Community support and non-traditional investment avenues. Barbara's research has uncovered a wealth of organizations that are working to empower underserved entrepreneurs, particularly Black and brown women. These groups face unique challenges when it comes to accessing traditional funding avenues and often lack the financial literacy needed to navigate complex investment strategies. Let me tell you about Jasmine, a talented baker who dreamed of opening her own pastry shop. Traditional banks turned her down for loans, citing her lack of collateral and business experience. But through a program called Black Women Invest, Jasmine received not just funding, but also mentorship and financial education. Today, her bakery is a thriving business, employing several people from her community. This is the power of community support and non-traditional investment avenues. It's about more than just money. It's about education, mentorship, and creating a network of support that lifts everyone up. Now, let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. What would happen if more people adopted this perspective? If we collectively embrace the idea that it doesn't take a lot of money to build wealth, we could see a significant increase in entrepreneurship and investment among underserved communities. This shift in perspective could lead to broader economic empowerment and wealth accumulation within these communities, helping to close the racial wealth gap that has persisted for generations. We're not just talking about individual success stories here. We're talking about a fundamental reshaping of our economic landscape. Imagine a world where financial empowerment is the norm, not the exception. A world where every child grows up understanding the principles of wealth creation. A world where entrepreneurship flourishes in every community, creating jobs, solving problems, and building generational wealth. This isn't just a dream, it's a future we can create. But it requires action. It requires each of us to challenge our assumptions about wealth building and to take concrete steps towards financial empowerment. So here's my challenge to you. Over the next week, commit to spending just 30 minutes a day learning about personal finance. Read articles, watch videos, listen to podcasts, start building your financial knowledge base, and then share what you've learned with someone else. Because when we share knowledge, we multiply its impact. But don't stop there. Look into first-time homebuyer programs in your area. Research small business resources and grants. Join a community of like-minded individuals who are on the same journey of financial empowerment. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Your step might be opening a savings account, researching investment options, or brainstorming business ideas. Whatever it is, take that step today. The journey to financial empowerment isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. And remember, you're not on this journey alone. There's a whole community of people out there who are ready to support you, guide you, and cheer you on. So let's rewrite the narrative about wealth building. Let's challenge the notion that it takes money to make money. Instead, let's embrace the idea that with knowledge, strategy, and determination, anyone can build a path to financial freedom. It's time to break free from the chains of financial misconception. It's time to embrace your power as a wealth creator, regardless of where you're starting from. It's time to build a future where financial empowerment is a reality for everyone, not just a privileged few. The question isn't whether you can build wealth. The question is, what are you going to do with the knowledge you've gained today? How will you use these insights to transform your financial future and the future of your community? The power is in your hands. The time for action is now. Will you rise to the challenge? Will you be part of the revolution that's reshaping our understanding of wealth creation? Remember, every great fortune started with a single dollar, every empire with a single idea. Your journey to financial freedom starts today. The only question left is, are you ready to take that first step? Thank you.